Hello, so this is part 1 of Pilates level 2. We are going to go through the basics first. So if you're injured, you should not be doing this. This is not for you. I don't know why I did that silly voice. I apologise. I've been filming all afternoon. I think I'm starting to lose it a little bit. So we can, if we're injured, then we should be, it's a no-brainer, we should be doing this. If you've got a small injury and you think, oh, I could still be doing something, like me, I've got my broken toe, but I'm still going, and then just reach out to one of us. We can go through with you whether it's suitable or not, and always listen to the adaptions that are in the session. If anything feels uncomfortable at any point, then no-brainer, stop, don't do it, and again, just listen out to the alternative. So we're going to start with our warm-up. So we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart. So to have them hip distance apart, take your thumb, take your little finger, take them over and just have that over your toes. Look down. We want to see the little toes sit between those 2 points. Shoulder blades are back and down, and all we're going to do, I'm just going to turn to the side now, is we're going to begin to rock that pelvis. So we're just going to soften the knees and we're going to roll the bump back and under. And this is just bringing movement into the lumbar spine, so that lower back, nice and steady. And I'm already starting to focus on that lateral breath, breathing in through my nose, out through the mouth as I do this. I remember we're all individuals, so that movement might be big, it might be small. I know, like I'm looking at the screen as I'm filming this and I'm thinking, God, it barely looks like I'm moving. And yet I feel like I'm moving a lot. So we're all different. So nice and steady. And then let's just tuck it under and let's just hold it in place. So we're tucking it under, we're holding it in place. We're now taking our focus really into that lateral breath. So hands on the rib cage, let us begin to breathe in, if you're not already, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Very noisy breathing from Gemma there, apologies. So thinking of that rib cage as that accordion, moving in and out, really feeling it flowing in and out. And that's how we want to be breathing the whole way through the session. You might not normally breathe like that. So really focus on that breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And it won't necessarily be noisy. I guess I'm a bit noisy just to emphasize that breath. So once we've got focused with our lateral breath, then let's take our focus into our pelvic floor. We're contracting at the back of the bottom, into the middle, round to the front. So think of it as a 1 at the back, a 2 in the middle, and a 3 at the front. And we're contracting those 3 points and then releasing those points. So if we can contract from the back into the middle, into the front, and then release at the front, release into the middle, release at the back, and just concentrate on that, bringing them all in and then releasing them. It just gets us used to how the pelvic floor feels when we're engaging it and when we're deactivating. So it's just a good way to activate and then release. Activate and release. So shoulder blades back and down, nice and steady. And then contract and hold in place. Take your focus into your belly button and begin to draw that belly button in towards the spine. So you can really feel the tension in the core. Okay, tension that you can feel, that there's strength and stability in the core, but you can move freely, you can breathe comfortably. Shoulder blades are back and down, and all we're doing is heads looking forward. So we're just going to do some double chin. So imagine you've got a nice juicy peach and we're holding it in place. And now we're going to burst that juicy peach. So we're going to just chuck that chin in, give ourselves a double chin, really stretch out the back of the neck and the top of the shoulders here, and then release. So squeeze in and release, squeeze in and release. 2 more. Releasing that breath. Last one. Okay, nice and steady. What we're going to do is lift up and out. And as you bring the arms up, I want you to cross them one direction and then cross them in the opposite direction. So nice and steady. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last one. Relax, laterally glide. Let's slide down. Remember, if we've got the osteoporosis diagnosis, we're keeping this range small. Both hands should be going equal distance on both sides. So we breathe in, breathe out, Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and steady. Two more. Last one. Let's go for a monkey squat. So nice and steady, feet hip distance apart. Let us push back, swing those arms forward. If we've got shoulder issues, we can keep them down by the sides, but we're inhaling, exhaling. Inhale. Nice and steady. Two more. Sorry for my whistling. Last one. Bring it up. I'm turning back to you. I'm bringing our feet together. We're bringing our hands to our hips. Index fingers come across. We want them to meet in the middle. Shoulders are level. Remember, if the index fingers don't meet in the middle, one's up and one's down, we can shimmy and adjust the hips. But remember, if you've got a diagnosis where you know you've got one hip higher than the other, and some of us do, don't worry about that adjustment. So bringing it back, we're just peeling into the toes. Nice and steady. So into the ball of the feet, just peeling, nice and steady. And if we can go a little bit quicker, keeping the hips level, keeping the shoulders level. So remember, ignore this foot because it's rubbish. It's got a broken toe on it. So I'm just lifting into one big toe on the right side, or your left as you're seeing me. So nice and steady, going a little bit quicker, keeping them level, controlled, up and down, nice and steady, and then relax. Bring it down, rotate one ankle in one direction, then the other direction, and then relax. Bring it down. And let's do the same with the other leg. I'm just going to use a little bit of extra support. So rotate in one direction, and then the other direction. And take it out so that your hip distance apart and sassy walk it out for me. Remember, when we're sassy walking, those hips are swaying side to side, those arms are swinging. We are just freewheeling it, letting it all, not necessarily, I was going to say we're all hanging out, but that pelvic floor, that abdominal connection, that little tuck under should still be there. But we are just letting the hips roll side to side, just as they would normally when we walk. And then relax. That's our mobility done. We're going to move into our main workout. I'm going to stop it here and just do this as part one, and then part two will be next. So well done.